Hello, it's Rich Tehrani here in the TMC newsroom at Interop 2009 in New York. Today on the program, we've got Joe Fitzpatrick, who's the Director of Marketing Communications for Splunk. Joe, how are you?
Doing well, Rich. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being on the program. Give me a little update on what your company's up to.
Well, Splunk is a software technology that customers are using to search and analyze and monitor across their IT infrastructure. What we like to say, the simple definition is it's Google for the data center. People use our software to troubleshoot problems, investigate security incidents, and also deliver compliance to their organizations.
Okay, so when you say compliance, what sorts of compliance?
Kind of across the board. We're probably the leading area where we're seeing business is in PCI compliance. Followed by a lot of HIPAA, SOX. The power of our technology, this indexing and search technology, it's a very flexible tool that allows you to do a lot of custom reporting on the fly, so that when auditors are requesting certain information, Splunk is a product that allows either an IT person or even an auditor in many cases to get the reports and the data they need to complete their investigation.
So what's a common type of data that they look for?
It's across the board. It's a good question because Splunk's often considered or put in a category called log management, where it's much more than logs. Splunk can index data from metrics, configurations from virtual and non-virtual sources, performance data, configurations, including log data. And what we do uniquely is we go out and universally index this data, meaning there's no custom connectors that or agents that you have to put on a particular machine to get data into Splunk. That's very unique. Nobody else is doing it quite that way.
Great. Now, you mentioned you're here at the NOC at Interop, and you talked to me a little bit about the security issues. Can you go into that?
Sure. So, as you know, the NOC here is the world's largest temporary network. It's built a few days prior to the show and torn down the day that the show ends. Splunk is the troubleshooting and monitoring device, and also security reporting device and troubleshooting device for all the vendor technologies that are running the network that's Interop. So it's been pretty interesting. So far since Sunday, we've indexed over 1 billion events. Yesterday alone, we did over 210 million events, and of that was about 215 gigs of data. So it's a massive amount of data that's coming into Splunk from all the vendor technologies that are in the NOC. What we found yesterday, which was very interesting to us, was that the firewalls, they're receiving about 35,000 rejections, so rule violations per second. That was the average that we found all day yesterday. A little bit of correlation that we did using Splunk helped us reveal that there were significant port violations, and we found that it was Conficker, the worm that it's not as major of an issue now, but obviously these are infected machines that are sending.
So right around us right now are a bunch of machines that are infected and probably don't know it.
Well, actually, the top attackers are pretty interesting. The United States led. That was the top attacking country, followed by Italy, of all places.
Okay, so the attacks are actually coming from outside.
Oh, outside the network. Yeah,
Jacob Javits Center location.
Absolutely.
Oh, I see. Okay, so they're coming.
So this is the Interop network, and these are all external attacks that came to the edge, and were reported to Splunk through the firewall technology that's in the NOC.
Good, because I had more faith in my fellow IT friends that they would have virus checkers on their computers here at Interop, so that's good news.
Exactly.
So in terms of the company's future products, what do you see your company rolling out in 2010?
So the biggest trend that we're seeing is what we call, and often heard, is this convergence of data. So you have security use cases. You also have network operations use cases, and we're seeing that the lines are blurring, and that the need to see all a company's data or for a company to analyze all their data is paramount. They need to do it faster and more scalable than they have in the past because data volumes are growing. as you add Web 2.0 technologies, the amount of data that companies are generating is just massive. And so what we're seeing this trend is that it's not just about security, it's not just about operations, the silos. It's about really blending and using our search technology against the entire data set. And we've been pretty effective in helping our customers solve problems that that they didn't necessarily think they had. The way IT is set up today, it's really siloed. Security people, they are mostly interested in the things they know about.
Right.
Where Splunk can really help them are the things they don't know about.
So it seems like you're optimistic about 2010.
The company's been tremendously successful. I say that very humbly. We're very happy that our customers are seeing value in Splunk. Yes, we just announced in our results and as of Q3, and year-over-year growth of 90%. We anticipate that's a trend that we've seen throughout the year.
That's awesome. Really.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
In this economy, we're very fortunate, and we're looking for more of the same and more success for the company in the next year.
Well, keep up the good work, and thanks for being on the program.
Thanks for having me.